Hey everyone, Kyle here. Quick note before we get started. Today's video about how to write SEO optimized blog posts with AI is sponsored by SEMrush. I'll tell you more about it on how it can help you create your blog post in just a bit. So now let's dive in. So now the first thing that we are going to do is that we are going to use Content Shake AI. So to do that, you want to click here on App Center at the top, click here on Content Shake AI. And the reason we are doing this is that because this would provide us accelerated brainstorming and drafting process. It also provides SEO-backed industry relevant content ideas, which would let us have a solid start in creating our blog post. So from here, it would ask us, where would you like to start? So from here, I would need to generate an article right here. So I'm just gonna choose this, or you could also go for optimize your content and so on. But in my case, I'll just go for generate article. Click on let's start. Here we're gonna provide our title, topic, or keyword for our blog post. In my case, I'll just go with modern fashion, for example. Let's say this is what I want to create, and click here on generate article. And from here on the right side, this is where we can set our settings on how we would want our article or blog post to be created. So you can choose the audience location right here. So you can also optimize your audience right here. You can go for the country that you would like to target and then the languages right here. In my case, I'll just not modify this since I am happy with that one. And now let's proceed with the title. And from here, you can click here on see suggestions, and now you'd be able to see the suggestions that is available right here. And you can just choose whatever you want. In my case, I'll just go for key designers shaping today's fashion landscape. So maybe I want this one, and click here on use this title button. And then it will now be swapped out. And then next is it target keywords. So from here, you can click on see suggestions. And as you hover over the suggestions right here for the keywords, you'd be able to see the efficiency, difficulty, and the volume. So as you can see, I think this one is great. So it has a difficulty of 1%, which means it's very easy to rank here, but it has a low volume. So that would mean that there are a very few people that is searching for this one right here. And the efficiency is high. So I think this could be great because I would have a higher chance of ranking. So yeah, you could just go for whatever you'd want right here depending on the efficiency, difficulty, and volume. In my case, I'll just go for urban fashion and modern fashion, just for an example. And next is a word count. So you can choose whatever word count that you'd want. The suggested one is 1,500 in my case. It might be different for you, but in my case, since this is the one that is suggested by Content Shake, then I'm just gonna choose this. Next is a brand voice. So this is where you can set your voice right here for your brand. So if you would want to create or generate a blog post right here or an article that is like you are the one making it instead of an AI, then you can click here on create your voice right here. I'm just gonna open this in a new tab. And then you will now be prompted here in where you'd be able to paste your own example right here so that the content that will be generated will sound like you. So yeah, that is basically it for the brand voice. So now next is you can click here on show advanced settings. So you can choose the tone type right here and the readability level right here. So depending on what you would need for your audience, just choose the one that you think is appropriate. In my case, I'll just not modify this one right here, hide that. And then you can also add an extra SEO boost. So I would want this one. So this would have your content optimized with competitive search data to help it rank higher. And then you can add a relevant and splash image right here. So these are basically free images that you could use on your site or your articles or your blog post. And then once you're done, once you're happy with all of the settings, click here on create article. And now all you have to do is wait as SEMrush is creating your article right here from the settings that you have provided. And here's our blog post that was created by Content Shake. So now we can just scroll down, check if everything is good. As you can see, Content Shake has provided relevant photos right here from Unsplash. So yeah, this is the result. And if you would want to edit the blog post right here, some of its content, then you can just click here on go to editor, click here. And now in here, we can now directly edit our content. And the first thing that we are going to discuss are the controls right here on the top left, where we have our header section. We have the bold text, italic text, the numbering right here, bullet forms, and so on. And we have the hyperlink right here. So you can just select any text, click on this hyperlink button or icon, and then from here you can now insert the link right here so that it would be embedded. And then you could also compose with AI, but I don't recommend using this one. Instead, you can just use the AI chat right here on the right. So speaking of this, you can use this to generate titles, introductions, AI image, and structure. Basically, this is like ChatGPT. It can do anything that you would ask to do in order for you to improve your writing or your content right here on Content Shape. So for example, let's ask it to generate some introductions for us. So click on Generate Introductions. So now all we have to do, as it is writing, and from here, if you would want to insert this answer by Content Check AI, all you have to do is position your editor cursor first on where you would like to paste it. So let's say I would want to create a new paragraph right here. Click on Paste at Editor Cursor, and then just like that, it is now pasted very easily. So this is how you can do it. And you can also go for AI image right here if you would want to, but yeah, that's enough for the AI chat. And then next is the images. So this is where you'd be able to see all the AI image that you have generated right here, and all the Unsplash images right here that you can use. So it is integrated here in SEMrush, which is really cool. And let's say I'm gonna use some AI image that I have generated, and maybe I want to insert it right here, and click on this one right here, and it would be inserted just like that. It's very easy. You could also drag your own image right here if you'd want, if you have some image that you would want to use from your device storage. And then next is the competitor data. So this is where you can see all of your competitors, and you have their title and the link directly to that certain blog or article. So you can just click on that link, and then you will automatically be prompted into your competitor's site. And this is where you can read about it, and maybe you can get some inspirations and so on. So yeah, that's how you can do it. And you have some introductions, images that they have used, and the structures right here. And next is the improvement. So this is basically where I spend most of my time improving my content. So first is the SEO improvement. So this is very important right here, since we would want an SEO optimized blog. And what I recommend right here is that you want to click here first on edit target keywords, and you want to make sure that your target keywords right here are very good. So you can hover over them right here. You can just delete this. I suggest that you use the target keywords right here that is suggested by the SEMrush AI, which is, you can click here on See Suggestions, and this is where you can see the keyword suggestions. This is where I recommend that you choose from, because SEMrush AI is already very good at picking keywords, so you don't have to think and research about keywords on what would work best, because you already have the stats right here. You have the efficiency, difficulty, and volume. So I would want to choose. So in here, let's just choose a keyword, which I think street style would be good. Its efficiency is high, and it's not too difficult, and it has a high volume. So I think it's great. And minimalist fashion right here is also great, and so on. Let's just look for one. I think this one is very easy, but it has a low volume, so probably not a lot of people would search for this one. So I'm just gonna skip on that, and maybe I'm just gonna go with trendy outfits right here just for an example. But yeah, this is the best place where you can select your target keywords. And next is save changes, and there it is. So we have the add target keyword right here. So you would have to use this on your text right here on your content. So that is what is suggested. So you can go for edit this into minimalist fashion, maybe something like that. And now it is used, and now it's now gone right here. So it has now been improved. And then use at least one of the target keywords, add all descriptions to your image, and so on. So this is where you can add them. And next is the readability improvement. So this is where you can click on each of these, and it would highlight the sentences or parts of your content right here that needs improving. So for this one, it says hard to read, which means you would need to simplify. All you have to do is click here on the simplify button right here as it is highlighted. Click on replace text, and just like that, it is now simplified And now all you have to do is just rearrange it just like that. So it's very easy. So there are a lot of readability improvements. So you can go through them one by one. And sometimes there are suggestions right here that I think is not true. For example, for this one right here, replace two complex words. It means that minimalism is too complex, which I think is not. So for this one right here, I'm just gonna skip this suggestion right here. So always remember that it is very important that you add a human touch right here. You can't just do the whole AI thing right here without human touch, because that would be very bad. And then next is the tone improvements right here. So this is where you can improve the tone right here. If you think the tone is not correct, then you can set it right here, or you can click here on edit target tone. And from here, you can choose the tone type right here. Make sure that it is right according to what you want to achieve with this blog post. And yeah, that is how you can improve your article right here on Content Shake or your blog post. And now once you're ready to publish, then now you can click here on publish, and then you can send it to Google Docs, or you could go for your WordPress website and other methods right here. And yeah, that is basically it on how you can write SEO optimized blog posts with AI. Thank you for watching.